how every relationship works is how you relate. For one thing, if you love yourself, then others will love you too. And that's pretty much how you communicate. And if you like someone, you know what? They'll like you back because you're like them. You get it? That's why you like them. So, in terms of what is not us, right? Satan. Well, those that hate themselves, essentially, they're the people that hate others. And yeah, that's the reason why you don't like them. You get it? So it's okay because if you don't want to talk to people who hate themselves, it's because you don't want to communicate on their level, right? You know what I'm saying? Because those that hate themselves and hate others communicate by way of hate, okay? Because hate hates hate, remember? Whereas love loves love. So, just knowing that means, well, the more you love yourself, the more others love you too. Pretty cool, eh? And the more love you have for someone, usually the more love they have for you. In effect, that's kind of how it works in regards to how we communicate, how we relate, and essentially, well, it's kind of like the golden rule after all, because, yeah, it all makes sense. So, if you were to fall in love with everyone in the world, probably because they all love themselves. And if you were to feel any hate for anyone in particular, you know why? It's because they hate themselves. And they communicate by hating others. And if you don't hate yourself, but someone is hating on you, well, that's just a hater trying to communicate. You don't have to respond. Remember? Because you don't have to, well, go down to their level. Because misery loves company, you know what? Everyone loves company. Now, that's the truth. And happy people, we don't need to be miserable. No. We can continue to love ourselves the right way. And that's how we find our friends. That's how we find our relationships. Because immediately, if, say, you relate to someone, and you want to be their friend and all that type of stuff, and you're being nice to them and all that, you know what? Essentially, the response that you get is like, smile and the world smiles with you. So now, that person that you're treating so nice, they will do the same back to you, unless have a very hard time communicating, and if say they don't like you, well, guess what? Good chances are they don't like themselves. So never feel bad, and that's the truth, okay? Because if you're feeling bad, then you know what? The world feels bad too. And we don't want that now happening, do we? No. You know why? Because, hey, you could tell I fucking love myself. Oh, yeah. And you know what? I feel the same way about everyone because, that's what respect is. Seeing eye to eye. But if someone's so intent on displaying hatred and aggression and hostility and all that, that's their communication. That's how they communicate. Basically, because of the golden rule, how you treat others is how you want to be treated. So if someone was to, I don't know, be constantly torturing someone and destroying their stuff and making their life hell, uh, instead of communicating with them on their level, right? Which would mean doing all that shit right back to them because that's how they want to be treated. Instead, no fucking point in getting sucked into that shit. And they go away, okay? We don't need that shit, right? And I'm speaking to the majority of everyone because if everyone was the same, for instance, well, we'd have a bunch of incest going on. So, a lot of us, we still have to imagine, right? Because it's all manifestation. We still have to imagine what is not us. Remember, not us, backwards is Satan. And what is us? Well, as I described, right? Oh, geez, us? There you go, right? Now you know. Now you know better. Now you know better. Now you know better. Know better than you did before. So, take that all as some words of wisdom from the wisest fool that ever told a joke about relating and relationships and all of that bag of nonsense that seems to encompass the drama of love, the drama of love, So, go figure, right? I mean, what you love about yourself, everyone loves. And when you feel embarrassed, then be judgmental, right? Because you're being judgmental when you're all embarrassed. Remember? So, bear in mind that there's a world out there of people just like you. If I don't know, if you're awesome, if you're cool, if you represent something, if you're popular, that means that more people are like you. Because then, well, if there's more people like you, that means more people like you. And if you like certain people, it's because you are like certain people. And if you are like certain people, then they like you. You get it? That's exactly how it works. So, would it take, the most awesome person in the world to lead the way? You bet. I mean, you can only imagine, all the reasons why I love myself, even if the haters broke my teeth telling me I wasn't their son. Well, you know what? In most cases, any parent who shows hatred and abuse to their offspring probably accidentally grabbed the wrong kid from the park and left the real kid there to explain to the parents of that kid's friend, right, for instance, what the hell they're doing there and where their kid went, what the fuck happened to their parents and all that shit, right? Wouldn't they? Essentially, hope, right? Because, if a parent is not maternal, guess what? That ain't your parent. Meaning, if they inflict harm, abuse, or Cinderella story your ass to do all of the chores like a slave. Indeed, no fucking way in hell are those actually your parents. Because real parents would want to provide the greatest life for their offspring. And that's inclusive of like inheritances and stuff like that, right? Indeed. And yeah, how do I know? How am I so well versed in this, contextual way of looking at things? Well, yeah, the person who broke my teeth told me, well, the granddad, he gave his millions and his fortune to his real grandson. And I sold it as Peter Phillips. Because, the guy who broke my teeth telling me that shit looked just like Peter Phillips. Go figure, right? Meanwhile, my real parents. Who could they be? Who could they be now? Who could they be? Well, after a championship victory, completely decimating the Walsh team, at halftime shutout victory, undisputed means Invictus champion. I'd visit my real mother, and she took a swab. Okay, there's a swabbing. That also outlined why I don't have an Adam's apple, and I do have, because that swab, it went into a magical place that no one has ever before explored, and to this day, no one still has. Because, indeed, it is my royal request for a royal registry. Now, the thing is, the woman that claimed to be my mother, right? And many years afterwards, even after she informed me that she had done every single drug in the known universe, right? And I told her, well, I'm only smoking weed, man. So then she goes, oh, well, don't ever try drugs ever. Because every single drug, the first time you try it, you're addicted for life. And you have to do it nonstop all day long. And you'll do anything for it. You'll suck dick on Maine and Hastings and be digging through trash. And what? You just told me you're on every drug in the universe. And then you told me that you're addicted, that you're high right now on fucking everything. Then she lost it, told me the truth, and informed me who my real mother was, and told me, well, now that she's dead, you'll never see her again. No one will ever believe you. And had me criminally arrested on grounds of being suicidal. And you know what? No. I personally just did, won championship, like BC provincials and all that shit, man. I was feeling good about myself, but I was crying at the time because, I felt it. I knew. When my mother had gotten into a horrible car accident, I just knew. And by the way, the royal registry, at first, I didn't believe it because I had amnesia at the time. Okay? And, that's a sample. I believe it was just a cotton swab. That's, by the way, in school, they refused to teach me anatomy. And when I was reading through the medical textbooks, I saw Rose, the one that was on every drug imaginable and addicted as fuck. Well, there was no fucking anatomy pictures in there. I was looking for some porno. All right? Yeah. And instead, I learned psychology. And what does that mean? Well, that essentially means to an artist, theology, meaning uh, so long as you can back shit up and you know it's fucking true, people better fucking believe you. Because for one thing, if you were to take a look at my face, just take a look at it, and if you were to compare my face to, well, you know, my real mother versus the abductor lady. Well, yeah, no shit. I don't look like the abductor lady. I look like my mom that I was informed by her, by the abductor, that my mother died. And I was very disturbing because then I was arrested. So that's not what a maternal parent would ever do. Because true maternal parents don't weaponize words like concern. Okay? No, they don't. Okay? Because, concern actually means that they are mentally ill. If someone is concerned, it means that they're having negative thoughts, okay? That's what mental illness is, okay? Is worriment, right? It's worriment. Now, when people start weaponizing words, it's a black eye to all of us. Because when people start using words like, oh, you dirty addict. Well, guess what? Addiction is a routine. It's a ritual. It's a habit. It's something that you love, and trust me, it keeps you coming back. Addiction is a good thing. Because it means you love something. And to break addictions, well, that is hard to do because now you're betraying yourself. You get it? Now, when it comes to drugs being addictive, well, you know what? You know what a drug is? Or a medicine? Oh, a drug is a sedative. A medicine is basically a stimulant. Now, I'll tell you about stimulants. I know this for sure. That stimulant itself is, it's vitamin B1 metabolizing into the other compounds of vitamin B, like, vitamin B12. Now, essentially, what I'm talking about is that vitamin B1 will break down into biscuitol, right? What's biscuitol? Well, that's chocolate laxative. It's a stimulant. It'll break down into caffeine. What's that? Well, again, caffeine's a fucking stimulant. Now, benzomethylglycine. That's a funny sounding word, but essentially, that's cocaine. And that all comes from vitamin B1. In other words, those drugs that judgmental punishers didn't want you to experience because good health is feeling good, all right? Oh, yeah, that's actually healthy shit, okay? And no, people don't die from overdoses of that. People die from bad psychology. Understood? Yeah, meaning that bad psychology means the point of inflammation is like, if you were to call someone fat or stupid, they convey that all of a sudden. And if you were to call someone, say, gorgeous, like cool, or like, sexy, people convey that. You get it? Yeah. That's why the medical practices are bullshit, right? Everybody should learn how to stitch up their own shit or learn how to make a plaster of Paris cast. If you have ever seen how a brace is done, essentially all you have to do is, and splint, right? Well, now you're set. Because unless you need like open heart surgery, then essentially, doctors are on the way out because just change your pH levels to destroy any neutrophil virus. A neutrophil virus is the only thing that'll affect you.